Hello children, welcome to your science class. As you all know, we are revising chapter 5 of your NCERT science textbook and chapter name is acids, bases and salts. Let's continue from where we left. Let's once again recall what we have learned. We have learned what are the different tastes. We revised the definitions and properties of acids and bases. We learned what is a pH scale and the range of acids and bases on a pH scale. We understood what is an indicator and learned about some examples of naturally occurring indicators. In today's class, we'll learn about different naturally occurring acid-base indicators and how they show changes when reacted with an acid or a base. Let's once have a quick revision. What is an indicator? So an indicator is a type of substance which is used to test whether a solution is an acid or a base. The indicators show change in color that depends on the indicator properties. They show the change in color when added with a solution that contain acid or base. So the naturally occurring indicators are turmeric, in Hindi we call it haldi, litmus paper, you might have heard of it, and the China rose, commonly known as hibiscus in our country. So these are the most popularly naturally occurring acid-base indicators. Let's first discuss about litmus paper. Let's see how litmus is used as a natural dye. Dye means that has the property to change the color. As you see in the image, litmus is extracted from lichens. So, litmus, it is the most commonly used acid-base indicator. As we just discussed, it is extracted from lichens. Lichens means they are a symbiotic relationship of both algae and fungi. They are the living organisms where there is a symbiotic relationship of both algae and fungi. You will learn about this more in your further classes. And the color of litmus is usually purple color in a neutral solution. Means basically its naturally occurring color is purple color. And the change in color of litmus is it turns into red color in an acidic solution and it turns into a blue color in a basic solution. In laboratories, we use litmus papers as strips. Yes, usually in red and blue litmus papers. We will now review how a litmus paper acts as an acid-base indicator. Firstly, mix lemon juice with some water. Then put a drop of that solution on a red litmus paper. What do we see? What if we add a drop of the lemon water solution on a blue litmus paper? What is the change in color we see of the litmus paper? Lemon juice means we all know how it is prepared, right? It is so simple. We add some lime into some water in a tumbler and we will let it mix properly and settle it for a few minutes. There we will get the lime juice ready for testing whether it is acid or base. So here in the pictures, we can see the observations. We asked the question just now, what is the change in color when red and blue litmus strips are tested with lemon juice? Here you can see the red litmus does not show any change in color, but blue litmus strip changes to red color. That means lemon juice or lime water is acidic in nature. As we discussed, blue litmus turns into red when reacted with acid, and a red litmus turns into blue when reacted with a base. Here the blue litmus is turning into red color. That means lime juice is acidic in nature. Using the litmus strips, we have seen its activity with lime juice. Now let's see some more solutions that are usually available at home only, like tap water, detergent solution, sugar solution, vinegar, etc. Here you can see the list of items that can be used for testing with a litmus paper to know whether the solution is an acid or base. Here you can see a table, and in your notebook you can list all these items in an order and write down the results or the observations you have seen. You can also prepare a litmus paper at home. We'll see how to prepare a litmus paper during these revision classes only. So children, here is the list of all items we have just now discussed, and their observations are noted here for your reference. You can check here whether you have got same result or not. Let us discuss few examples. With tap water, there is no change of color of the litmus paper because it is a neutral solution. When a blue litmus paper tested on soap solution, it does not show any change of color, whereas a red litmus paper turns to blue, as the soap solution is basic in nature. The cold drink, which is actually called the aerated drink, do not show any change with red litmus, but it turns blue litmus to red because it is acidic in nature. You can test the solutions and check your results here. Next, we are going to see how turmeric is used as a natural indicator. Let's do an activity. Means let's see how an activity is done using turmeric powder as an indicator. Firstly, you'll take a tablespoon of turmeric and you will make a paste of it with water. Now we will convert a plain paper into a colorful yellow paper by applying turmeric paste entirely on the paper. We'll cut this paper into small strips of yellow papers. To test whether a soap solution is acid or base, we are considering here a soap solution to test. So, to test whether a soap solution is an acid or a base, we will drop the solution. We will just drop one drop of the solution on one of these turmeric strips. Let's see what happens then in the form of pictures. So here you can see with images how to perform the activity with turmeric paste. So like we have discussed, you will make a well mixed turmeric paste using water and the turmeric powder. You will take a plain paper and you will apply this turmeric paste entirely on the paper. you can cut it with strips, or if it is a small paper, you can test it like that only. You will pour some drops of soap water on that paper. Here we observe after some time that the yellow paper or the yellow strips slowly turn to red color. Here in the marking you can see that the yellow color is slowly turning into red color. So like we have tested with the litmus paper, similarly we will test turmeric also on the list of solutions mentioned here. So children, here are the observations for your reference to know how the turmeric strips change in color when reacted with solutions like lemon juice. It does not changes its color as lime juice or the lemon juice is acidic in nature. On sugar solution also there will be no change of turmeric strips as they are neutral in nature. But the turmeric strips show a change to red color on adding a drop of baking soda on it because like soap solution, it is also basic in nature. So from these experiments, we come to know that turmeric as an indicator do not change its color when reacted with an acid solution or a neutral solution, but changes to red color when reacted with a basic solution. By using turmeric paste and soap solution or any basic solution, we can prepare a beautiful greeting card also. Let's see how. You will apply the turmeric paste all over the paper. You can cut it into a beautiful shape. You can cut it, you first let it dry and then cut it into a beautiful shape. And by using a cotton bud, we will dip the cotton bud in the soap solution or the basic solution. And now you can or we can draw a beautiful design with it on the turmeric paper, the yellow paper which we let it dry. At every step, don't forget the paper to dry because to get a beautiful output. Children, give it a try and prepare a beautiful greeting card for your loved ones if possible. So for today, the home activity for you under the supervision of your parents or siblings, you can do this activity. So to understand the concept better, and in today's activity, you will do means you will do this experiment. You will try to perform this acid base indicator test using the turmeric powder at home, because it is most commonly available at everyone's house. So you can test the nature of lime water and soap solution by using turmeric as an indicator. If it changes its color, means then the solution you tested is basic, and if it did not change, it is an acidic or neutral solution. You can also try to prepare a greeting card just now we have discussed using turmeric powder or the turmeric paste, and you can see how the output is. So for today's class, till here we will be discussing, and the other indicator we will discuss in the next class. Children, there is another reminder for you all. You all are aware that you are given a project work for your holiday homework. I hope every one of you have done that project, because we will soon tell you a date to submit it online. You have to be ready to submit it either by in the form of pictures or by any form we can ask you to submit it online, and we will let you know forehand before we mention you your deadline or the date, you please be ready with your projects. And yeah, we will continue this chapter in the next class. Thank you, children.